Hi everyone, welcome to this Focal live session. I'm Olivier, the product manager of the Pro, and it's a real pleasure to share with you some new products coming this year. Alpha has been very successful, but it was time to renew this range, give it a new modern look, include new features, new technologies. So this is why I'm very happy to present to you Alpha Evo with the Alpha Evo 50 for the 5-inch and Alpha Evo 65 for the 6.5-inch. Before I get into more details, let's take a look at some visuals. In terms of design, we wanted to give this new look while still keeping the same spirit from the Alpha design. So we have these beautiful cheeks, and the other thing that will strike you when you look at them is this membrane with a touch of blue, the Slatefiber. This Slatefiber has been developed and is made in our factory in France. This composite cone comprises non-woven recycled carbon fibers and thermoplastic polymer. The combination of these two materials gives excellent acoustic performance in terms of sound velocity, rigidity and damping. As a result, this membrane contributes a lot to the sound signature of Alpha Evo monitors. The tweeter is made of pure aluminium. It's got this inverted dome shape, which gives a wide dispersion, so a large sweet spot. And now Ludovic will give us a bit more info.
Thank you, Olivier. My name is Ludovic. I am a research and development manager of Headphone and Pro division, and I was a main developer on this new project. Another important element in the monitor is the tweeter. Focal prefers hard dome compared to the soft dome for many reasons. There is obviously one reason is less deformation. If you have less deformation, you have also less distortion and intermodulation. But you have to control the resonances of the cone. We also design a small acoustic waveguide to control slightly the dispersion, the directivity of the tweeter, and also to be less sensitive to the diffraction of the cabinet. You can see there and there.
Thanks, Ludovic. We'll get back to you later. In terms of the port, you can see a similar design to the SM6 line. We decided to make the port large to avoid any port noises, with also this nice flare on the inside and the outside. As a result, Alpha Evo monitors have got a very neutral tonal balance as well as an excellent dynamic. Now, let's take a look at the new features on the backplate. So first, we've got some inserts, so you can easily fix it on the walls or ceilings. We've got a TRS input, as well as the XLR and RCA as well. The sensitivity switch, 0 plus 6 dB. You can now switch off the auto standby mode thanks to the switch if you would like. And lastly, we've got the LF and HF shelvings to be able to adapt to the acoustic environment. The Alpha Evo monitors will also come with some grills in the packaging for each driver. So we've got one for the tweeter and one for the woofer. They have a small impact acoustically, so we recommend to take them off if you can. And now Ludovic will give you a bit more details about the electronics.
The preamplifier, the crossover and the equalizer are analog. That's why we choose excellent operation amplifier for this stage. We don't use the equalizer to compensate a weakness of our transducers. If you have acoustic issue, the best way, the best solution is to solve it in acoustic. Our equalizer is just there to adjust slightly the fine tuning.
The Alpha Evos I liked instantly. They have that level of honesty, but they also have that like kind of subbiness that you don't get out of other speakers. They have a low end, and I want both, right? I want honesty in my mid-range, I want honesty in my top end, but I do want, I want to hear that kick drum too. And I was like, this has those two things that I really want as like a one-stop shop.
These speakers are great for all sorts of music, and they still have that like famous focal like softness that you would expect from a more expensive twin version or whatever. Like it's got that. Like I've sat in front of these for like 12 hours a day for many days, and I've mixed rock records, I've mixed acoustic music, and like hip hop stuff and a couple house things. I cannot stress enough how articulate and punchy the bass is. You can actually really tell where it is, whether you're like 3 feet in front of the monitors or like 10 feet back. Like it's pretty wild.
What I've found since switching to the Alpha Evos is that what I'm hearing in the room translates very well to pretty much any source that I'm listening to. If I'm gonna be doing work remotely and sending tracks out, I need to trust that what I'm recording here is gonna sound the same when they get it on their end.
Between the amount of different keyboards, synthesizers, and tape machines that I use to create my work, it's a lot. It's a lot of information for any one speaker to sort of translate accurately. And I've used many different kinds of speakers in the studio, but the Focals, they allow me to do that accurately.
The Alpha Evo proved to me that the music can sound powerful when my listeners are turning it up to a loud volume, and they presented me the sound in a way that made sense when I brought it to my car or AirPods later, just to make sure that it sounded good on all systems that anyone would be listening to the music on.
I feel the width of what I'm looking at. I need that response, you know? I need a lot of low end to feel that pump, and then also the clarity to be able to know this isn't hyped for whatever reason in an area that makes me compensate there. I really want to feel things hitting me. I don't deliver the way that I want to deliver if I don't feel that. And the Alpha Evos make me feel engulfed by the music.
The clarity and the presence in the high end is amazing. There's an extra air and sparkle in that higher end. There's something about the clarity and the presence. I can just sit back and I can just hear whatever I want to hear.
Alpha Evo monitors are a true professional tool accessible for everyone. Thanks to the new features and technologies, they are very versatile, have a very neutral tonal balance and excellent dynamic. I hope that you will enjoy working on them as much as we did, and you will come up with some beautiful productions.